Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back, showing some of my horror comic collection. So, on top of my movie collection and regular book collection, I have quite the decent comic book collection. Of course, the majority of them are horror comics. And EC comics such as Tales from the Crypt, The Vault of Horror, and The Haunt of Fear are the greatest horror comics of all. In this first comic collection video, I will be showing my original Golden Age Tales from the Crypt comics. Early EC horror comics, such as the ones I will be showing, are extremely rare. You see, they were released in the 1950s, before the comic book code was established. With no real regulations for censoring at the time, there was an outcry from angry parents. This led to the creation of the comic books code, and it also resulted in the discontinuation of the EC horror comic titles. In fact, any remaining copies on shelves were actually destroyed. It was sort of a Fahrenheit 451 situation. Because of this, it is quite rare to find high-grade Golden Age EC comics. Even low-grade copies can fetch anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Which is why, even though I have all of the EC comic reprints, I only have a few originals. Well, about 40 to 45 or so. But in this video, I will only be showing my original Golden Age Tales from the Crypt comics. First up is The Crypt of Terror, number 19. Now let me explain. Many times, rather than just starting over again at number 1 for a new title, EC would continue where a discontinued title left off. In this case, the first 16 issues were titled Crime Patrol. Once they decided to end that and focus more on horror, issues 17 through 19 were titled The Crypt of Terror, which is a title that actually makes a lot more sense when you consider its companion titles, The Vault of Horror and The Haunt of Fear. The Crypt of Terror, The Vault of Horror, The Haunt of Fear. But for whatever reason, they decided to rename it Tales from the Crypt at issue number 20. The first 3 issues, bearing the title The Crypt of Terror, are especially rare. And I'm fortunate enough to have issue number 19, which is also the last issue titled The Crypt of Terror before the title change. Next up is Tales from the Crypt, issue number 26. And this is actually my favorite issue of all, for nostalgic reasons. I had a copy of the reprint when I was younger, and this seemed to be the issue that I read the most, for whatever reason. As I mentioned, I now have all of the reprints, but this one still holds a special place in my heart, especially since it's an original. You can see on these originals that they have a 10-cent price tag, which signifies that they are in fact Golden Age. This one right here is graded a 2.5, which is obviously a low grade. But as I stated before, these are very rare and very expensive, so even if you could find a higher graded copy, it would definitely break the bank. Regardless, it's nice and preserved in its case, and that's why I have the reprints. Reprints are for reading. Originals are for collecting. Especially when it comes to Golden Age ECs. This next one is Tales from the Crypt, number 34. Great cover on there. Here's Tales from the Crypt, number 40. Another classic cover. Here's another graded issue I have. This time it's number 36 of Tales from the Crypt. It's graded a 3.0, so slightly higher than my issue number 26, but still a low grade. Either way, it looks great. Especially for a 60-plus-year-old comic. And my last original Golden Age Tales from the Crypt comic, for now, is issue number 44. I really want to get more of these. I love collecting them, but they are just so rare. and just so expensive. So that's it, guys, for my original Golden Age Tales from the Crypt comic collection. Thanks for watching. Would you like to see more of my horror comic collection? If so, I can show my collection of The Vault of Horror or The Haunt of Fear next time. Comment below and let me know.